So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into this next damn reaction, shall we? Now, Casper, shout outs to you. When Caesar had a war for the Planet of the Apes. We've watched the Planet of the Apes video before, but there's nothing wrong with doing it again. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into this video, y'all. Let's do it.
So after Caesar told Koba he was not Ape Gang anymore and did him like Mufasa, the apes that sided with Koba were so scared of Caesar that they got to snitching. Moving like KD and switching teams, out here giving elite callouts for the wrong team. I know Caesar in shambles right now.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash.
Shooting at an ape guard and blowing up a trench. No hey how y'all doing or nothing, but we should have known these boys wasn't reasonable. They walked in here with Monkey Killer and Bedtime for Bonzo written on their helmets. Clearly Captain America's their leader, but one of the apes that ran
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
ran away, started yelling and screaming to everybody that the humans are coming. The humans are coming. Out here sounding like Corey X Kenshin fans. We get it. He boasted.
Stop. Stop. Oh my god. That's crazy. We can't even just be a little geeked because Corey's back.
The humans are coming. Out here sounding like Corey X.
How it feels telling everyone Corey dropped.
Kenshin fans, we get it. He boasted. But before he can even get the chance to arrive there and warn them, the other apes came out spears in hand ready to stand on business. Meanwhile, back at the trench, they getting eviscerated, and this war is looking very one-sided with all the apes being blown up and killed. Ape Gang looking like the wrong side to be on right now. But Caesar must have been out there conducting a symphony, showing these boys that Caesar title ain't for show. Because as Red looks up and sees the cavalry throwing bombs with sexy red breath in them, you think it was over. But they said,
nah, that's not enough.
As they shoot thousands of arrows at them, turning a good number of them into green arrow victims, laying waste to these bozos as they start trying to retreat. But that don't work. Cause while Lil Bro is doing that Gohan, his squad gets clapped. Bro got on a mic talking to his commander like,
man, like I said, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
Nah, I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga.
And he wasn't, because a few moments later, an ape pulls up and stands over him, warning Lil Bro that he can be turned into fried rice whenever he so pleases.
Wow.
So fast forward and what was left of Alpha Omega are brought before Caesar. Before he could even say anything, Preacher was on his knees glazing. You're him. You're Caesar. My mom said she once saw you fly. Nobody believed a monkey could jump that high. But bro on the side.
Why? Yo, what? Oh my god.
My mom said she once saw you fly. Nobody believed a monkey could jump that high. But bro on the side of him not finna glaze to survive, telling him to kill him already. He trying to take the easy way out. These boys came in so tough just to get done like this. That Warriors type game plan. Listen, Hannah Baker, I didn't start this war. Some ugly Travis Hunter looking ass nigga did, so relax. And Caesar being a noble man, ape he is, just allows them to leave, hoping that this will cause their commander to relax. But surprise, surprise, that did not happen, because later that day Caesar is at home chilling with his family when he looks up and sees green beams. Didn't even give my son a chance to wake up and hit the morning stare. As he walks up and goes to check it out and reaches out and pulls at the cord, realizing he getting an ape back door, telling Blue Eyes to be quiet and to protect his mother and his little brother. And so a few moments later, Caesar goes to find Luca and tells him to find the gorilla guard and Rocket. But meanwhile, Blue Eyes sees a soldier sneaking up on him and jumping on his back and starts putting up beats on him, hitting him with a double fist and a filthy left. Bro,
see, he's doing the same thing it is that Brian Mains be doing when they win the match. That's the same ending motion that he does.
Jumping on his back and starts putting up beats on him, hitting him with a double fist and a filthy left. Bro finna be
that's
drinking
Brian right
out
there.
a straw.
That's Brian right there. Y'all play Tekken 8? Y'all play Tekken and y'all Brian Fury mains. This is what y'all do.
For the rest of his life. But
Yes,
meanwhile,
yes.
Blue Eyes is lacking. The commander comes in from behind and they don't even have the heart to show it. RP my nigga Blue Eyes, man. He did not deserve to get done like 50 Cent. But meanwhile, on the other side of the cave, Rocket throws this bozo at the wall, killing him. And Caesar uses the listening device and hears the commander saying that King Kong is dead. Bro, they just racist. They don't even look remotely alike. The nigga in my comment section when I said I was gonna cover this looks more like him than Caesar does. And
Oh my God. Wow, you throwing strays to the people in the comments? That
the nigga in my comment section when I said I was gonna cover this looks more like him than Caesar does. And
Axios, relax.
Caesar starts to realize that his son died in his
Monkey profiling is insane. Oh my goodness.
place, and he starts to chase after them, and eventually he gets there and the commander turns around and looks at him like,
Who?
until he looks to the right and Caesar looks to the left, seeing his wife and son are dead. This is sick work, man. We finally see a black man taking care of his family and he get done like this.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
Wow.
So he pulls out the blicky shooting at Caesar, but he putting up tour dates, missing every shot while he's rolling out the way. So the other apes heard that they was trying to do my nigga Caesar like Biggie Smalls and started running after him. And the commander starts peeping that they was trying to 1v5 him, telling these apes
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
and he just starts emptying a clip flying up the zip line. Grown ass man beefing with apes. So Caesar like fuck it, sprinting after him and jumping on a line and uses his monkey powers to weave the shots and jump in his face, knocking a gun away. And as he's crawling back, he cuts the line, making Caesar fall all the way down. But a few moments later, he pops up out the water. Black Widow can't relate. So later on, Luke
Stop.
comes up to tell
Cut
Caesar
out.
that the albino nigga Winter backdoor all the apes. And this shouldn't have been surprising because one, look at his face when Red told him that the commander was on BT and wanted everybody dead. Bro mentally switched teams right there. And two, he's albino. I should have known when I heard
Sit your weak monkey ass down before all the people of freedom learn that the Pierce family is the chocolate-covered Incredibles.
that albino niggas cannot be trusted. So at this point, Caesar's lost a lot of his people. Dying just because you want to go home is crazy. I know a couple of homeless crackheads up the street who be safe in this universe, and he decides to leave his colony behind, telling them that he's going after the commander instead, and leaves Cornelius behind like Travis Hunter's wife did while she was partying. So meanwhile,
Oh
the rest
my
of the apes
God.
are traveling to their new home. Luca, Rocket, and Maurice follow Caesar on his journey, eventually seeing a human soldier as he reaches for his gun, and man, Caesar just gets him out of here quick. So that tells you what type of timing he's on right now. And even though he's not messing with humans right now, he does the typical NFL prospect thing and pick up a little white girl along the way. So the apes reach the settlement camp and find Winter. They got this man walking around carrying their dirty drawers with the word donkey on his back. You left ape game to be treated like this? It's okay, Caesar, I know who to call. So they sneak into the tent,
Oh
and
my
bro looked up
God.
and seen Caesar in a mirror and was shook. And Caesar asked him, where's the colonel? As all the other apes start surrounding him. And Caesar starts pressing him, telling him that he got his wife and son killed. So he starts panicking, asking Caesar for his forgiveness. But he's like 6'9", that's snitching in his blood now. As he sees the soldiers and tries to alert them, but Caesar realizes that he's a lost cause now.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Okay.
Rocking his shit, and Luca covers his mouth. Meanwhile, Caesar starts choking him out, eventually killing
Yeah,
him.
that's right,
So we
call for
fast
your
forward a
mama.
little bit, and Bad Ape leads them to the California border, hoping to find his son there. So while Luca and Caesar are scouting out, a soldier pops up in front of them, and Luca pushes Caesar out the way and gets stabbed in the process. But before Caesar can even get up, he starts getting hit on both sides like a IG thought, as his teammate pulls a strap
Oh
on
my
Caesar.
God.
But Caesar got the most elite bodyguard of all time. Jack Doherty can't relate. Never thought I'd see a day a nigga gets hit more in front of security, as Rocket comes out of nowhere and one-shots him. And as Luca gets up from on top of bro, he pulls out the bayonet and he eventually dies too. RIP my nigga Luca, man, he was a real one. So after
It was
Luca
solid.
dies, Caesar tells the rest of them to stay behind while he goes to kill the commander. But later on that night, as he's walking by, he sees his ape strung up and dead. And when he looks over the mountain, his entire colony is captured. I don't know why he's confused. White niggas chaining up monkeys for no reason isn't that surprising. But before he could even execute his game plan, he gets snuck from behind by Red.
Close that back door, can't get snaked by my homies.
as Caesar is now brought before the commander and he instantly tries to attack him. So in turn, bro just starts acting racist.
Well, naturally, I'd expect nothing less from that monkey.
And later on, to show dominance over these apes, he parades Caesar all around his entire colony and his son, walking around asking them,
Is this your game?
embarrassing me is one thing, but in front of my people and my kids? Nah. So a few moments later, they throw Caesar in a cage, and because his people feel like Caesar abandoned them, they start giving him that Heisman stiff arm. Nigga think he MLK. So we fast forward, and at this point, Caesar has been beaten, tortured, and made an example out of, treating my son Caesar like he ate Jesus for real. So this entire time, the commander has been using Caesar's colony to build a wall to keep the northern soldiers from coming there and laying waste to them. All of this because the commander was on some wild type time and killing everybody who so much as came in contact with the simian flu, picking these boys off one by one, trying to keep the humans from regressing even further from short bus riders to full-on Helen Kellers. And he tells Caesar that the flu has progressed so much that they can't even talk or so much as produce a sentence. They must have used some of that Floyd Mayweather DNA in this. But after giving Caesar that Travis Scott-ass apology, basically telling him that he did what he needed to do by killing his family.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
Caesar was like,
oh, say less.
And the next day while Caesar is working, Rocket is giving elite callouts because they are planning their escape. So it's the night of the escape. They done dotted all their I's, crossed all their T's, and now they're ready to execute the plan. So while bro's on patrol, he gets beamed in the back of the head with some shit. I ain't gonna lie, this is a 10 out of 10 tactic to piss somebody off. Imagine me waving Ice Show Speed's armpit in front of you. You be mad too.
Wow. Wow.
These strays are abysmal.
You tough, right? You get shot every day, B. You right?
And it worked as he goes down there pressing them, asking them who did it. They all start backing up and he gets beamed in the head again by another turd. And this was his last straw as everybody got to snitching, backing up as Rocket stood out, standing up, and he sees that he got a turd ready to throw at bro's head again. But as he gets ready to take Rocket off the map, he gets that queen POV when she died as one of the chimps below pull him under, and all you can hear is the beats put on that man. And it's safe to say that he's gone. As Maurice throws up the keys, my nigga out here moving like Harriet, freeing the apes, leading them to freedom, and all the apes free themselves. And a few moments later, Caesar goes to find his son, but there's still one more thing to do: kill the colonel. But right as he's about to go, soldiers deploy missiles, blowing they shit up. Meanwhile, Caesar is sneaking up to the building on his way to kill the colonel. Caesar and the apes are all unplayable characters. He is clearly using the advantages of being black right now. Caesar finally sneaks past him and grabs the gun, pointing it at him, and he starts realizing quickly that he's turned into a short bus rider. The toy that Nova left in the cage earlier done turned him into a common day for Stephen Hawking because he can't so much to speak right now. But as much as Caesar wants to kill him and get revenge, he can't bring himself to do it, sparing him and giving him the gun, allowing him to do what Lil Wayne failed to do and kill himself. Meanwhile,
No, oh, no, Casper, no, that's going too far, gang. That's going, wow, right, that's enough. Wow, so you gotta cut that out? Yeah. Future, all right, yeah, cut this part out. You know what to do.
Alpha Omega is going against the North soldiers, and one of the soldiers blow up a chopper, and this got red and disarray. This war shit is not what he knows. He thought being a house nigga was safe. And one of the soldiers seen that apes was trying to get free and said,
"Get that nigga out of here."
shooting at them when the only crime they committed was trying to find a home. Imagine me attacking a homeless nigga cause he trying to go to the homeless shelter. Caesar sees that they laying waste to his people and started thinking of ways to get them out of here quick and permanently. Seeing that gas tank, and he was like,
"That's a great idea."
Going back into the commander's room and grabbing the grenades, dodging the bullets on the way out. I know they think of Caesar done Thomas and Martha Wayne their commander, shooting at him while he's running away, dumping hundreds of clips into straight dirt. These boys out here doing that final flash. Anybody standing in front of that hoe got 100% survival rate, missing every shot on Caesar. So while the other apes are being trapped in this set it off as scene, Red is looking at his people getting knocked off, realizing he's not built for this. Niggas be fake demons. He was just gassing up the humans 10 seconds ago. This is how I knew bro was straight lying.
I was chilling, man. I seen like 20 niggas start running through the door. You know me, nigga, I jump off the balcony with the motherfucking parachute on my back with 2 Dracos, nigga, like. I had my $130,000 kilo chain on. I took it off like, slapped the nigga with it. Bow, bitch ass nigga.
And the soldier yells at him to
I spun the nigga around and I put the nigga in the full Nelson because once the shots was going off, the 2 niggas that was over there, right over here, pulled out the hammer, and the nigga over here pulled out the hammer. That's exactly what that just reminded me of.
get the grenade launcher, and as he's getting it, he turns around and sees Caesar running away. Seeing him load up a grenade and looking at where he's about to throw it, and he's shook, knowing they all about to get turned into fried rice. And as he tries to throw it, he gets sniped by none other than Preacher. Words can't even describe how much I hated watching this guy in the theater. Meanwhile, on the bridge, the soldier tells Red to get him the launcher again, and that if he has to tell him one more time, he'll be moonwalking with Michael Jackson. So he gets up to give it to him, and we cut back to Caesar as Preacher is about to finish him off, and out of nowhere a grenade goes off, blowing Preacher the hell up, turning him into human chunks, and all we can see is his helmet flying in the air. And while he's dazed, Caesar turns around and it's none other than Red, who just killed him, realizing that in the end Caesar's quotes remain true: apes together strong, standing there accepting the fate that he's ape gang till he dies now. And the soldier made him stand on that, sneaking up behind him, pulling out the blicky and shooting him point blank range in the head, giving him that Abraham Lincoln treatment, and in the same breath starts shooting at Caesar and missing every shot. But Caesar gets up, runs away, and picks up the grenade, throwing it at the tank, and the soldier stops shooting, realizing
I'm in danger.
As the explosion goes off, wiping out the entirety of the bridge, killing all of the Alpha Omega soldiers. But the explosion that Caesar just caused makes another tank go off as he starts running away and eventually uses the hole that the other apes used to make it away. Meanwhile, the other apes are free now, but as they're looking down, the soldiers from the north pull up to the base now looking for McCullough. They pulled up and gave bro a 5-star warning level because he didn't solely want to focus on killing the apes. They was about to do my nigga like John Brown. And so a few moments later, Caesar comes from underneath the ground and watches as the soldiers hold up the dead bodies of the other soldiers, and he's like,
this nigga is crazy.
And as Caesar stands up and looks up while they're celebrating, one of the soldiers turn around, and one by one they each start turning around, just staring at Caesar. But what they didn't notice is what Caesar was staring at to begin with, as one of the soldiers raises his gun, but before he could get the shot off, they look and see Demi Lovato's dream as an avalanche full of snow comes crashing down.
Wow. Wow. Okay, wow. That is an insane. Wow. Gang. Wow. Wow. Casper, you're really green. Wow. Wow. Her dream. She struggled with substance abuse, gang. Relax. Nah, the wordplay is amazing. Yo, coach.
But Caesar's looking up like,
definitely concerns me a little bit, you know what I mean? But, you know, I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
So Caesar runs away and the rest of the North Army runs away, but that didn't last long because the avalanche comes through so quick and so fast that they simply just couldn't outrun it, getting crushed by snow in seconds. They didn't know the apes had a secret weapon up there, Rod Wave. Meanwhile, the apes are using their monkey powers, climbing up all the trees, giving them that elite high ground, and as Caesar looks down, all the other humans are dead, but Caesar and his colony are finally safe from the humans trying to kill them. So we fast forward a couple days and Caesar and his colony have finally made it to their new home, and as everybody is celebrating that the apes are finally free and the humans are dead, oh yeah, we finna celebrate the greatest leader in fiction. But the wound that Caesar had earlier has been slowly getting infected like Eazy-E. Caesar realizes that the apes are strong with or without him as he finally finds peace and dies right in front of his colony, and the celebration stops as his people look up and start mourning the goat Caesar.
Oh my goodness, bro. This is insane. My goodness. Wow, Casper. He makes me even more depressed. Stop. Wow, Casper. Wow. These strays was wow. Wow. Casper leading my people to freedom. Love to see. Oh my God. There's no way it is like with these amount of strays, Casper. These are diabolical. The wordplay was crazy. But Casper, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. And shout outs to you at home. I will catch y'all in the next video.
Oh, chosen trickster.